Oh, for God's sake, she's still on it, believe me.
She is, huh?
Hello, folks.
Hi. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I smell dollars here. Yeah, yeah.
Good nose.
When you bring the briefcase, watch out.
Look out, yeah. We'll leave you with some
It
papers.
looks like some drawings or something.
Yeah, he does. He's got some pretty good drawings. Go ahead and give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
Yeah, give it.
Hit him with it.
And you are, sir?
J.D. Heinrich.
G-D-H.
E-I-N-R-I-C-H.
George Reinsman.
I know you.
My fingers still don't look like they used to. Sorry, it's rolled up. So, this is pretty close and accurate for scale. The grandstands are over where I'm standing right now. This is the road that goes through behind all the rough stock pens. Right. Thanks. So this is all the new equipment we put in last year, the arrow pens
Okay.
and the chute. And the stock contractor, Hank, he said we really could use another pen, so he wants to just put a small pen over here, is what we're looking to do. We can utilize this one section over here, but then we do the rest of it. And then we're also trying to put in, actually it's 5 new pens across here, not 4. The way I got it drawn is a little off, but it was close.
This was that road, you know, this right there going.
You talked about that last year, we just couldn't, you didn't have the material to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then also, we wanna put in another pen on the end of this. This is where the strip and shoot is.
Right.
And we wanna add a pen out here so we can sort things out here as well, is what we're looking to do. This is kind of, this is the one, it's got the actual 5.
So they're
This is
16 feet, what, they're 16 by 16?
32
Okay,
by 16.
32.
Yeah, and so the practice arena is over here on the other
Yeah,
side of the
yeah.
road. And so he keeps the bucking horses in there, and the mares and foals are on the east end, and the other horses are on the west. And so we got panels now to split that practice arena to keep them, but to run them across the road, we're gonna put it in, if we can, a couple of gates over here that we already have. You know, because when we replaced all the stuff under the bucking chutes last year, you know, we kept all the stuff that was usable and we'll repurpose as much of that stuff as.
Yeah, we can use most of that, all that we had, you know, that we stacked over there. We're gonna be able to use them right here in this, when we stack these pens. So here's where we need the new, you know.
That and on the, by the strip and shoot, we're gonna
Right.
use up some of it down there.
Right, so we can use up a lot of that steel and a lot of those gates and everything, so we'll reuse quite a bit of that. Just-
Yeah, most of it.
Just putting it in a different spot, but we still, we're still needing some money.
You know, that's what I'm waiting for.
Well, it's kind of disappointing for me, because I was gonna take some of those gates.
I know he was. I know somebody else, I know it, and I says, oh hell, we probably won't need him. Then I know somebody else too, that AJ, he says, God dang, he says, you know, I help you a lot, you sure you can't let me sleep? I said, no.
We thought it'd be good to repurpose the stuff instead of just hand it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're good gates, or you know
Yeah.
quality.
There were, yeah. well,
We just
they're all
looked at
metal,
it, didn't we?
yeah.
Saw there in the Quonset, aren't they?
No, not these here, they're actually stacked over there
He's
under,
got a bunch of
the
gates in
trees.
there.
Yeah, they're over there.
they're over there by that cottonwood trees, over there,
Yeah.
leaning up over there.
Well, what are all
Yeah.
those gates in the Quonset? They look pretty sturdy to me. Panels, not gates, panels.
Oh, that might be some of the Fairboard's pens that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their stuff, because a lot of times they're gonna use them, gathering those panels up, put them over there in that pole barn, and then they just make them,
Okay.
you know, for horse stalls and stuff.
You mean like 4-H?
Yeah, for 4-H, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, this way, what we're trying to do is get our, might say our own stuff versus 4-H, because, and then everything, because then that way, things don't walk off or get transferred around, or we're responsible for, you know, because we'd like to keep ours pretty neat and not be bending everything else up unless it's a wild bronc or something. where, you know how it is when you get to letting everybody use those panels, they kinda get used up a little quicker than you want them to.
How much money are you looking
I'll give you the one put right here on Creeper.
That's the one from Hank?
Yeah, this is what we think. Right there. And then you got the Amish.
Well, I just got it wrote down, I didn't have anything printed off. But like, the fence company north of town, the Amish guy, we were gonna have him build some stuff to match
You guys can keep it
the,
going, just keep
the
it.
panels, we were repurposing and whatnot. And, he gave me this was in August, so it was a little over 3,000 for the panels and gates we need them to make.
Is that on top of this?
It is,
Okay,
Yeah,
so we might be looking close to 15, 16 grand.
correct.
yeah.
And you were, I remember you at the Signal Peak Community Foundation, is this what you were asking money from Nicole?
No, this was something
This is
separate.
separate, okay.
Yeah, no, the Signal Peak, they gave us a portion of what we were looking for, and it was for panels that we're gonna use to split the practice arena.
Okay,
That's what
okay,
that was for.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and those are stored in the pole barn at the fairgrounds right now, along with stock tanks.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was remembering that.
And then he volunteered of all things, he's gonna build a trailer, a panel trailer. So see, we'll able to keep track of those panels a lot better. He's gonna build that and he, you know, donate his time for that.
Excellent. Are these gonna be more permanent that you're talking about here?
Mhm. They would be permanent all the time, 100%.
So do you got a plan to get them installed?
That's us.
That's right.
You're looking at it.
Well, I know we got the other ones installed.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, JD, yeah, they both pretty much did it all.
But I'm
Yeah, I mean-
imagining there's some welding involved in it and stuff.
Yeah, and he's the welder.
Okay.
Now, the work you've done so far is, I mean, it's very professional looking, so.
Well,
Well, we're trying to keep it every bit as good as it is and improve as well, you know,
make
with
it,
the
make it better.
flowability.
Yeah,
and
we
everything.
want people to wanna come here and learn.
Mhm. Yeah, and the way it's going, and that's with those, why we need more panels too. Last year I donated, not donated, but just to use them for last year at the rodeo. But those ones on the east end, on the east, we had to run out to horse camp and get those and bring them in. But we need panels there because we're getting in more rodeo stuff.
Well, that's what keeps the events going
Yeah.
online, because they got a place to put, these go over here, this event can start happening over there, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That's
think
the
that's a
same-
limiting factor, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you can, it's like anything, if you was on a ranch and you were shipping cattle, you know, you've got your cuts, it has to go in a certain spot, your different weight cattle doing, you got, you know, so you need pens, you know, and, we are, it's slowly getting it. I think if we can get through, this big deal this year, we're sure on our way, you know.
And next year, we're looking at bleachers.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
looked at the
Bleachers?
stands.
Where at?
We're kind of thinking the northwest corner.
You know where that Angie's bar's at?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate to
okay,
tell,
yeah,
but she
yeah.
doesn't like the idea. But we wanna pull that bar deal, that whole deal. And either stick that bar underneath, the bleachers, or put it off somewhere else. But it ties up too much, spot right there, where you want paying customers, you might say, they would watch the rodeo. And stuff, so, yeah, that's where we thought that would be the best, put in, you know, aluminum bleachers. But have them put in such a way that maybe the first year you could have the bleachers up, and the next year you could cover them or something.
So you got attendance now that's exceeding your capacity for people to.
Our, the existing bleachers are pretty full.
Right, Mike?
I've observed that personally, like
Kick,
the Fourth
kick.
of July or whatnot.
Yeah, and then there's also
This is after
hundreds
lunch
of
now.
people just
I know.
milling around,
Yeah,
Hey,
you know,
I saw-
which they wanna be doing, you know,
I don't
visiting and
blame
whatnot,
them.
but,
That's tough to
you know,
say.
the only, allegory I have, you know, like in churches, they say if your seating is 80%, 85% full, nobody else is gonna sit down. You know, people don't like to sit that close to a stranger unless you have reserved seating, like the Billings Rodeo where you got,
yeah.
or G13 or
Line ticket
whatever.
too, you're spending a lot.
But yeah, we're trying hard to make the rodeo bigger, and it's a matter of more prize money to get the better cowboys, to get the attendance, and it's a
That's
circle.
kind of what we're here to help you with that. We think, believe in that fairgrounds big time, so, so what's your timeline on this? As far as how long, is this something you would try to have
Before the rodeo.
done?
Yeah, what the
More than a
deal-
week before, because we
Yeah.
gotta install it.
Yeah,
Well, would that be your goal?
Time,
before
our
the
time,
next
our
rodeo?
timeline is, see what you guys can do for, if we, you can sneak us into your budget and give us X number of dollars, so that then we can take that and we can go ahead then and work with Hank. And Hank's running to Texas, like he's gonna be down there before Thanksgiving with his semi. And he hauls hay down, and what he does go Preferred, and then they load steel panels and all that, going to the different stores, and he'll work his way back to Montana, or Wyoming. And, so he said if we had the money available by Thanksgiving, he would be going down right after first of the year. So I would think if we were gonna do it, we should be thinking about the first, so that way, you know, we can kinda start slowly on these better days, or winter days, or however, you can start kinda putting your equipment together and everything else, so.
Well, what do you guys think?
I'm for it, just a matter of where we can find the money.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, and I'm thinking, let's see where we've got a lot of other things we're doing. We're gonna get the trees cut, we're gonna get
Yeah.
some hydrants put in, we're gonna get some railroad ties and some gravel work for those RV stations. But where we're at after that with our ARPA money, there may be enough, there may be enough to cover
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And we gotta spend that before the end of the year.
Oh.
Well, then we need twice as many.
That's why we're all hesitant.
Well, I'm glad we came in and talked to you.
Well, no, but also, we're investing in that ARPA money was mainly for we got all that fairground project.
Mhm.
But we're gonna get a big change order on the electrical that, let's put it this way, if you guys are for it, I think we can find the money between ARPA and CARES Act.
We'll certainly explore it.
Yeah, but we'll
Yeah,
look at it.
right, yeah, you guys can,
But I think it's a worthy investment, you know.
yeah,
So this last rodeo, I was, working in the chutes and setting up barrels in the barrel race and whatnot. The one judge, that I was right near visiting with while George was grooming the arena and whatnot, he's from over by Belt. And he just kept going on, this is the prettiest fairgrounds, you guys gotta get some drone footage or something to start advertising.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't stop, this fairgrounds is
So how
something
how much was he drinking?
Well, you know what, I've been here like 8 or 9 years. When I first came here, the fairgrounds, I just couldn't believe it. This is just too cool.
Mhm.
And then when we got commissioners, we found out nobody would let anybody use it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They had it all locked
They got
up.
it shut down.
So we wanna open it up, and we maybe get some fire pits down there for the RV thing. And then so there's this, I'm gonna call it, element of customers or the audience, but then there's the element of functionality, which I think you guys are kind of focused on. And the only last piece I can think of, you mentioned bleachers, but how comfortable are you with the footing in the arenas, with the dirt?
Well, I think with the, we keep working on gathering up the sand like we did before, like this year. We keep bringing in that better sand and everything else, and it's gonna be it'll be good.
Because I heard you guys, it had one of the best reputations for footing, which is a big deal.
Mhm. And it still does, and of course, the river's brought in a lot of that sand over there and that,
Yeah.
over across, so we can pull that sand out of there, and still, when you get done, smooth it out with equipment and everything, so if the environmentalists think we're disturbing things, we're not, it's Mother Nature brought that sand
Oh,
to
yeah.
us, And Mother Nature's also taking it out too, down there by the hog barn and all that.
Floods.
Those corrals were set up pretty nice. You know what happened there, that sand, the river just brought that sand in and covered it up. Well, we took some of the sand out already, and then I think those 4-H'ers, which is good, they've been cleaning that thing up again. But,
Well, I would give you guys, when do you definitively, I guess you would like, and if you could get an answer right now, you'd like it.
Does this need to go before the Fair Board?
Well, it does, actually, that's a really good point, but they're not gonna be able to pay for it out of.
no, they're not, because we've already talked to them a little bit. But the thing is, the Fair Board would be on it anyway. So, I mean, they want to do it too. And I asked Angie if she wanted to come, but I guess she was doing something
She was
else.
here this morning, but
Yeah.
Bonadee is absolutely right. We can't say anything to do down there, the Fair Board doesn't.
Right.
Approve of
But
it.
I can't imagine them saying, if the county commits to paying for this, we're not gonna let you do
Yeah,
that.
right.
I think it would be so, it's just a matter of us,
Well, the Fair Board meeting is the 25th.
it's the 25th. And we'll research, so actually, when you meet with them on the 20th, if you do meet with them,
Yeah.
we'll research the money piece of it.
Yeah, and I think so. I think everybody's on board except that I know the Fair Board was busy. I think at the last meeting talked about was the trees. What they're gonna put 16,000 trimming those trees, which they really need to have done.
Yeah,
They should have been done a long time ago.
They're not doing it, they are.
Yeah,
Oh, you
basically,
guys-
that's ARPA money paid for.
Yeah.
So this
Oh.
ARPA money's gonna
Thank you
pay
for
for getting gravel and railroad ties and kinda cleaning up all those RV stations. It's gonna pay for getting like 2 or 3 new hydrants put in near where they wanted them.
Well,
always.
yeah, they needed to be over there by where you need them instead of way off over there. And
And then,
Horses are-
and then there, the trees, which is a
Yeah.
big piece of it.
Yeah,
But this is important too, so
Yeah.
let me kinda gotta put a, but then we got the guy that's putting in those electrical things, wants a big changeover.
oh,
Yeah, so,
a little electrician,
Yeah.
CBRC.
yeah, but hopefully he'll be done here pretty, if you go down there, you might have like 10 or so left to do, I hope, you know. There's also gonna be a water fill station.
I see that.
function down
I see
there.
that.
So,
Is that a competition against Brewers?
yeah. He came in already. He said, we'll charge a couple cents less than you charge.
Yeah, really rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so, but we'll kick it around, but we'll try and see, I do wanna do an accounting of where we're at with the ARPA thing.
Yeah, well, you guys kick it around, think about it and everything, maybe give us a call and we can come back or whatever.
Well, I think,
Get our money
well,
put
let's,
together and-
what's it, is 25th next week or the following?
Following week.
Well, it would be ideal if by the 25th, you could go to the Fair Board and say, I need your approval on, and we would say, yeah, we're gonna pay for it.
Sure, well, that'd be great. So if you want us back here the 25th,
You'll actually go to the Fair Board on the 25th.
5th, we can do that. That's an evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at 5:30 at the extension
Yeah.
office.
Cause I'm shipping cattle that day, but I can get home by then. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can make that work. Okay, well, we'll kinda get out of your hair then, huh? And, we'll
That
just,
probably went better than you thought, didn't it?
yeah, it did.
But we're gonna have to backtrack.
Well, you know, we wanna spend that money like it's our own money, you know, and do it as efficient as we can. And that's why, like JD, he's just so good about, we can use a lot of those gates and we'll use up everything we can use that, you know, but there's some things that's, we've gotta have it soon.
Well, we appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yeah, well, thank you. We'll get out of here and we'll
Do you
talk.
want these?
All right.
Do you want them?
Do you want them?
You want one of these drawings?
No, I think it's already in
Yeah,
my
bring them
mind,
to
we
the
talked
Fair Board.
about this, we looked at it last summer, I kinda
Okay, I've
know
got
what you're
another,
talking about, so I expected it.
I got another drawing too, you know, if you needed
I
that.
memorized them, so it's no problem.
Like you mentioned, Angie's aware, and she, you know,
Yeah.
so I think, you know, it's a formality, but it absolutely, we can't be doing things behind their back, that's for sure.
Yeah, and so, no, I texted her too and told her I had then we were going up here and had, if she can make it, so it was up to her, she wanted to chill with me, so she must have got busy.
She's busy, and I'll tell you what, she's keeping things moving down there.
That's
It's,
good.
within a
A
year,
huge
man, it's gonna
difference.
be a nice place.
Yeah,
We had all the stuff we wanted to do down there, but there was nobody on point
We
to
just
do
couldn't
it.
keep,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, this is nice, and especially where she's got the time now, per se, you know, and that's nice. you know?
Yeah, and she also knows that like the back of her hand down there, so.
She
And
doesn't
just-
tolerate monkey business either.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
been very
that's-
helpful.
That's right, yeah.
I said, when Angie's quiet, you know that, there's a reason.
Well, like JD, thank goodness he's retired and came to us and everything, but he's handy. He's built homes and everything goes by those drawings, and so, I mean, everything's very professional and JD does it, so.
Good deal.
Yeah, I go along as the cut.
I don't like to have to think.
Yeah, right. Okay, thanks, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
good to see you guys, thanks for coming in.
Okay, we don't have anything until 3 o'clock, right?
I'm supposed to take a call at 2.